Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making brown flour potato soup, a Great Depression soup. Alright, I'm starting out here. I have roughly 2.5 pounds of potatoes that I peeled. And I'm going to dice these up into bite-sized pieces. And what brown flour potato soup is, guys, it's a soup that they made during the Great Depression because it's meatless, it's really cheap, you could fill your family on it. And my grandmother made it for her kids during the Great Depression. My mom made it for us growing up because money wasn't always plentiful. And it's really delicious, really easy. And my son Zach said to me, he says, usually Saturdays I make soup. He says, Dad, I'm hungry for brown flour potato soup. So I said, I'll go ahead and make that. Now, I did a video on this before, a while back, but I figured I'll do a video for my newer people who haven't seen it. I'd share my Saturday afternoon with you. So I'm going to go ahead and get my potatoes all diced up into bite-sized pieces, and then I'll bring it back. Alright, now that I have my potatoes in a pot and I have them covered in water, I'm going to add some salt in. Now I'm not going to add as much salt as I normally would when I boil potatoes, because this is the soup and you don't want to over salt it. If I need to, I'll add a little more salt later, but that'll do for now. Alright, while my potatoes cook, they're coming to the boil, in a large skillet I have a half a stick of margarine I'm melting down. Now I'm using margarine because that's what my mom always used. And this is a 3-ingredient soup. Unless you count the salt and the water, then it'd be 5, but who's counting? I'm going to add in a cup of flour. Yes, Dexter. I'm going to stir it into that flour. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fry this flour in this margarine until it starts to brown up on us. And this is going to take a little bit of time. And you want to stay with it because you don't want it to burn. So I'm going to get this fried. If I need to, I'll add a little more butter in. I'll have to wait and see. I'm probably going to add another half a stick of butter in because we want this like a paste. So I'm going to go ahead and add the other half stick of actually margarine in there. Get that melted in there and get this flour nice and browned up. Alright, now that my potatoes are tender and they're cooked, I turn my heat down. I can see how nice and brown my flour is. It's not burnt, it's just brown. I'm going to go ahead and add this in a little bit at a shot. And it's very hot, as you can hear. And guys, this is a really cheap, budget-friendly meal. This whole meal costs under $3. And you can feed like a family of 6 on it. And if you don't want to just do the soup, this would be a nice addition to grilled cheese sandwiches or a salad or something like that. And you hear how hot that flour is. That water's boiling and it's still sizzling because of the flour being so hot. Stir that flour in there so it dissolves. And the reason I didn't put a lot of salt in the beginning is because that margarine has salt in it. And we don't want to make this too salty. We can add to, like I said, get the rest of my flour in here. Alright, stir that in. Now I'm going to taste this for salt. And you could add to it, you could brown some ground beef up and throw it in if you liked or something, but we never had it that way. That would just be jazzing it up some. Now let me taste this, see how we're doing on salt. Need a little more salt in there. I'm going to try a teaspoon. And I'm going to turn my heat down on low now because I don't want my potatoes to cook to mush. Okay, let me taste this for salt. It's tasting good, guys. I think it's good right there. This is ready to go. Let's go ahead and fix up a bowl and see what we got. Alright, let me get in here and give this a try, guys. Grab a potato and a little bit of that broth. It's buttery. You get a nice brown flour taste, almost like a beef flavor, not burned at all. Guys, that's really delicious, and just about everybody has the ingredients in their kitchen to make this. 3 ingredients, under $3 a pot. Brown flour potato soup, a Great Depression soup. Thanks for watching, and remember, love what you eat and eat what you love.